his mom, who married Ernie Ford, formerly Carly Luckin.
So it's
Wow, okay. Wait, now, Carly and you. How do you even?
My mother married her dad.
Lucky that's the name's been around a while.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
recording.
He was looking for some vision.
Recording?
Keep it clean.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have a forum, I believe.
We do. And Maeve Flores.
This will take all about 3 minutes.
Yeah, probably.
Yes, it's a small county.
If you want to have a
You ready?
Before you know it.
okay.
We test
Okay.
it? Facing the microphone?
I think we're good.
Test, test.
All right, I'm going to call the Oversight Board to the Successor Agency for the Ojai Redevelopment Agency to order for our special meeting on March 12, 2018. And as soon as we can, we'll have a roll call.
I'll take care of that here.
Okay, roll call, Rudy?
Chair Blatz.
Here.
Board Member Atkinson.
Here.
Board Member Berg.
Here.
Board Member Cantwell. Board Member Eicher.
Here.
Board Member Keebler. Board Member McNeil.
Here.
Okay.
All right. This is a time on the agenda for public communications, but I don't believe there's anyone from the public here to speak, so we'll move on to recognized obligation payment schedule 1819. Mr. Livingston.
We met in January, and we anticipated that that was going to be the end of the city of Ojai's ROPS venture here, I suppose, if you want to say. We met to approve a last and final ROPS, which we thought was going to take that and be the final one that we have to provide, and then shift it over to the Ventura County for them to administer. Subsequent to that, when I filed the last and final ROPS, I received notification from the Department of Finance that they indicated that we needed to still file a ROPS 1819, because technically the last and final ROPS needed to be approved prior to the ROPS 1819 in order for us to not file ROPS 1819. So therefore, what we have before us today is the last ROP, the ROPS for the fiscal year 1819. It contains it contains the lease that the agency has with the school district for roughly $26,000, and just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. The note payable from the successor agency to the city of Ojai, and those are the only two items that are left on there.
What's the note balance now?
It's about $2.8 million, roughly, just a little under $3 million. And if you look in the financial statements, it shows a smaller amount because we transferred 20% of it to the housing agency, because by law we have to divert 20% of the proceeds to the housing agency. So it's roughly it's just slightly under $2 million, right, or $3 million right now. So we're here today to just approve this, and this should be the last item that we have to take care of before we can move on and let Jeff's shop handle this, I think. Are you guys handling it? No. Oh, okay, great. So Ventura County will be dealing with it.
So are we still due some payments, though, from the state?
Yes. And what
How are they going to get filtered?
So what happens, the process right now is that we file the ROPS and we tell the state how much is supposed to be paid. This Department of Finance approves it, and then they send it to that information to the Ventura County, who then issues us a payment in roughly June and December of each year for the obligations that are coming up in the next 6 months. So what will happen now is we will have no more administrative responsibility. We, as part of the last and final ROPS, we put an amortization schedule for that loan on there. And so that loan amortization schedule will be used to provide information on the payments that the state will indicate to the county that they will need to make.
Okay. So but the state, is the county who's going to administer it now going to tell the state how much they owe us in the next payment?
Well, that's why we had to do the last and final ROPS, and we had to schedule out all of the payments for the remainder of the term. And so that's already on that last and final ROPS document that we approved in January.
Okay.
Yeah. The one kind of fly in the ointment, if you will, is that the lease with the school district expires, I believe, in 2020, 21? Oh, is it 24? It's about 4 or 5 years. Okay, so 24, but after that point in time, that lease will be done, and what happens with that, I'm not sure. But that is all scheduled payments on there through the expiration of that that lease term.
And that's the lease for the skateboard park?
The skateboard park and ride, yes.
Right. So our obligation for the payment of that lease, is that gonna be paid by the county?
That is correct. That will be shifting to the county as well.
Okay.
And until the lease is expired.
Right.
And then it would be on us, and obviously we would want to sit down. I'm getting ahead of myself here, but that was certainly something we would want to sit down and talk about before we get to the expiration date.
Through its
but-
expiration, anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions or comments by the board? No? Then what do you need? You need an approval of the
We do. We need an approval of the ROPS, and so that we can, and then we'll have the resolution signed, and we'll submit it all up to Sacramento here after the Successor Agency Board meets tomorrow night.
Do you need this by a resolution?
We do. There's a resolution attached here.
All right, does somebody want to make a motion for approval?
Move to approve.
Second? Okay. Are you going to take the roll call?
I will.
Okay.
Okay. Chair Blatz,
Yes.
Board Member Atkinson,
Yes.
Board Member Berg,
Yes.
Board Member Cantwell has joined us since we took the roll call. Board Member Cantwell,
Yes.
Board Member Iker,
Yes.
Board Member McNeil.
Yes.
All right, it is unanimous vote.
Is there anything else to come before the board today?
No.
Hearing nothing, please stand adjourned.
Sorry, one for my late arrival.
I had to mention that since you were going to vote, since you were here.
Did we have any kind of problems with the rain?
No.
Yeah, I didn't hear of anything.
What about for tomorrow? I just saw they're projecting some in that dangerous rate, right?
Yeah, the threshold, that half inch per hour is the threshold we're all basing off of. Yeah, it's,